this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. Just to sort of look round some of the changes over the last week or so. This no ID Cattleyas just opened up 3 flowers, there's 3 up the other end. It's a very attractive colour, very tatty looking plant. I'll probably split the leaves off and sort of start it again with the nice new shiny leaves and get rid of the old tatty ones. But it's a lovely flower, no scent, that's just how it is, just an attractive flower. What else have we got? Prima Donna's doing its usual thing, and that'll flower into the summer. Very strange nobly that is, it just keeps flowering, just won't stop. I'm not complaining. However, this nobly up here, that's sort of done its thing, and you'd think it had finished flowering. Now, what on earth is that supposed to be? I think it started out as a new growth and thought, nah, actually I'm going to turn into a flower. And then actually I might even be 2 flowers. A silly plant. What a ridiculous place to put up a flower spike for a nobly orchid. Oh, strange things. It's all this inbreeding, I'm sure it is. What else has changed? Not really changes, but Avanagara is just, or Awanagara, I say it with a V, spelled with a W. It's still going strong and still scents the whole place out. It's marvellous. That's still going on. The flowers are lasting well, as are the flowers on that big beastie up the back. They've been going ages now. Unfortunately, my lovely Cattleya's starting to go over. It's not long for this world. Never mind. That anosmum has opened fully now. You have a look, it's actually quite a big flower. It's a semi-alba version. And again, the lovely raspberry scent. Only 1 flower though. Flowers on the nester are starting to go now. Boo-hoo. That's been a good plant. But that's the new growth. Coming on well. Hopefully that'll be a mass next year. See how we go. What else? Harveyanum's down to 1 spike now, but that has been in flower since the beginning of January with hardly a gap. And if you look there, there's another spike. And if you look up the back, there's yet another spike. That's just going to carry on. My Hildos Psychopsis dropped its big flower. But as you can see, the next bud's coming along, and the other spike's actually got a bud on it that should open soon, so that'll come on. Sturbic up the back there, still going strong, and the one we had all the trouble with the ID of, which turns out to be Melissa, and I believe it said Brianne, because it's spelled I-N-N-E, so Brianne rather than Brian. I think, anyway. And Wildcat Cheetah's still going. Those flowers are lasting really well. That's a good spike. And then there's this monster up here. This is Oncostelli, I think it is. Oncidium Alliance, anyway. And it's Catatanti. And I was looking at an orchid nursery that was selling these, and not one of their plants had a spike as big as that. What a beauty. And now that the colours are there, you can really see it's a real coppery orange, lovely colour. What else have we got? The Dendrobium, that's Stardust Firebird, if I remember rightly. I'm not getting the tag out. These flowers have been out a while. A slug took one off. It paid the ultimate price. That also has a shed load of buds to come. A bit late in the season for a nobly, but that is a strange hybrid. It's relatively new to the market. The market was swamped with them last year, and there's a few about this year as well. What else have we got? Still only got 1 Masdevallion in flower. It's the same one, it's the same flower. It's very nice, and it's got some more spikes coming. That Restrepia there has decided to go mad. Practically every leaf tip has a new growth on it. They open strange, they look like pea pods, and then they open up into proper leaves, but lovely sort of mottly pattern on the new stalks. And that flowers on and off all year round, even through the winter. Lovely little plant. and it was the only one I got until I came back with, ooh, makes it get stiff. I came back with that one from our coach trip, and that's been dug out of its pot, had a good root system, and what I've done with that is I've taken every single kiki off that it had, because they do make the plants look a little unsightly. So I planted the main plant in the middle of the pot and planted the kikis round the outside. Now if they all take off, that should make for a very nice clump for a Restrepia. Oh, this thing's looking a bit sorry for itself, my Miltoniopsis hybrid. This flower, it's not actually what it looks like. It looks like it's mould until you get close to it. And basically it's just the flower going over. They sort of become transparent as they go. That one will be the next to go, and that one's just opened, so that's a shiny new one. And the main reason for coming out here today, the WTF orchid, so I do apologise for that, has opened. So that's quite a flower spike. I haven't got any other Dendrobiums that look remotely like that. I suppose Harveyanum's close. Let's get the beastie down. Put it somewhere where we can see it. I'll put it in the normal place so that it can fall over and you can all have a good laugh. So, that's the flower spike. That's farmeri crossed with griffithianum. Lots of THs and things in there. It's a lovely flower spike. Looking at the coloration on it, there's far more farmeri in it than griffithianum, which is basically a similar looking flower but yellow. No white, 2 shades of yellow in fact. Farmeri generally looks quite like that. There is a pink version of farmeri, but obviously this comes from the white and yellow version. So, that's what the flower spike has turned out to be. I went out for a coffee, and when I came back in I noticed that it had been renamed. It's actually called Triphidus giganticus now. Believe that, you'd believe anything. This plant also has lots more nubbins to come. If you look, there's one there. There's one at the back on that spike. Even this little spike here has got a couple. But they're all sort of dormant at the moment. But then so was that one until, you know, I took my eyes off it for a day or two and wallop, this huge spike suddenly burst out. It would be nice if it did 4 or 5 spikes all at once, but I'm afraid the way I treat Dendrobiums through the winter time, I don't tend to get a mass flowering. I tend to get it in dribs and drabs. That may be what this one's going to do. I don't know. At the end of the day, those buds may remain dormant and not even come out ever, or they might wait till next year. We shall see. But that's the flower spike anyway. Well worth the wait. No scent as yet, but it has only just opened, and some orchid flowers do have a habit of not releasing their scent for a day or two. So we'll see how that one goes. Okay, thanks for dropping by. What a beast. Cheers.